Hey there. Have you ever come across a classic science fiction movie from the 70s directed by George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars? This film is about a future society where the government controls everything. The story follows a person who rebels against this controlling system. It's a thought-provoking tale about individuality and freedom in a world where everyone is expected to conform. If you're a fan of sci-fi that makes you think, this movie might be right up your alley. Share your thoughts and experiences with it in the comments below. In the early 1970s, a groundbreaking movie emerged onto screens depicting a futuristic world filled with control and surveillance. Set in a society where individuals are manipulated by drugs and constant monitoring, the main characters strive to break free from oppression. Together, they navigate challenges and uncover the truth about their restrictive world. Praised for its dystopian themes and cutting-edge visual effects, the film remains a significant milestone in science fiction cinema. In a classic film from the past, there was a glimpse into the future of television. Different channels catered to various interests like action, humor, and news, which was quite ahead of its time in the 1970s. Interestingly, a license plate with a peculiar code made an appearance in a movie from the 1950s. Later, the cinematographer of that film collaborated with a renowned director on several iconic adventures. Moreover, there was a scene involving a character battling a strange creature that didn't make the final cut, but its essence found its way into another famous movie. In the world of film, a certain creation by a visionary filmmaker has left a lasting impression on both audiences and industry insiders alike. This work, despite its challenges during production, has become a subtle yet significant presence in cinematic history. The influence of this film extends far beyond its initial release, shaping not only the trajectory of its creator's career, but also inspiring other filmmakers in unexpected ways. In various instances, references to this particular film can be found woven into the fabric of other cinematic works by the same director. From subtle nods and license plates to discreet homages in dialogue, the impact of this movie is evident across multiple projects. Even in the realm of sound technology, its name lives on through certification standards. For director Michael Ritchie, the experience of encountering this film was transformative, leading him to explore similar themes in his own work. Through his lens, he delved into the challenges faced by artists navigating cultural differences in the competitive world of film festivals. The echoes of this film persist in unexpected corners of the cinematic landscape, serving as a reminder of its enduring significance. Its influence continues to resonate, a testament to the power of storytelling in shaping our cultural imagination. After the protagonist manages to slip away from the authorities in the stolen police car, the radio crackles to life with a mention of a Wookiee being run over, a bizarre and disturbing piece of news amidst the chaos of the chase. The voice on the radio seems to be a strange juxtaposition against the electronic sound effects that fill the air, almost as if reality itself is warped and distorted. These sound effects, it said, are crafted from modified telephone dial tones, adding an eerie atmosphere to the already tense situation. As he races through the city streets, dodging obstacles and narrowly avoiding capture, the weight of his actions begins to sink in. A mention of a Wookiee on the radio serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of his reckless behavior, hinting at a world beyond the confines of his own experience. Finally, as he's cornered and arrested, he overhears a reference to his work location, operating cell 904107. It strikes him as oddly familiar, a coincidence that sends a shiver down his spine. The number resonates with him, stirring up memories of a distant book he once read, Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. In that moment, he can't help but wonder if there's some deeper significance to it all, if his actions are somehow part of a larger, predetermined plan. As he's escorted away, he can't shake the feeling that he's just a pawn in a much larger game, a realization that fills him with a sense of unease. The events of the day replay in his mind, each detail taking on new meaning as he tries to make sense of it all. But the answers elude him, slipping through his fingers like grains of sand. In the end, all he's left with are questions, his thoughts swirling in a maelstrom of confusion and doubt. But one thing is certain: his journey is far from over, and the road ahead is fraught with danger and uncertainty. Only time will tell what fate has in store for him. And so, as the scene fades to black, the words linger in the air, a haunting echo of the truth that lies hidden beneath the surface. The story of THX 1138 is far from over, and his fate remains uncertain in this strange and unforgiving world. George Lucas considers this film one of his greatest achievements. Its exploration of dystopian themes and its stark visual style captivate audiences to this day. Publicity photos and certain posters feature a scene not in the final cut, police robots checking the pulse of the OHM priest whom he killed. This deleted scene adds another layer of tension and intrigue to the narrative, leaving viewers to ponder the implications of such a moment. The end credits play the first movement of Johann Sebastian Bach's St. Matthew Passion, adding a solemn and contemplative atmosphere to the closing moments of the film. It's a fitting choice that resonates with the themes of struggle and redemption depicted throughout. Truly, THX 1138 is a cinematic experience unlike any other, leaving a lasting impression on all who watch it. George Lucas developed the concept for the film from a short outline titled Breakout by Matthew Robbins. It's centered around a man's escape from an underground dystopian society. Originally, Lucas planned to film in Japan, but budget constraints led to shooting in San Francisco and Los Angeles instead. The movie aimed to critique the political climate of consumerism and conformity of its time, reflecting a potential dystopian future. Seaton, a character who pressures the protagonist to conform, echoed Richard Nixon's speeches, emphasizing the need for dissent amidst conformity. In the making of this production, James Wheaton was chosen over Orson Welles to voice OMM. His unique tone and depth gave life to the character and connected well with viewers. Terrence McGovern added a spontaneous line about running over a friend named Bill Wookiee, which led to the creation of the famous Wookiee in Star Wars. This unplanned moment injected humor and originality into the script, shaping the future of sci-fi stories. David Ogden Stiers had a funny mix-up in the credits where his name was spelled wrong as David Ogden Stiers. Despite this error, his performance as a crucial character added layers to the story, making it more engaging for audiences. These stories from behind the scenes give us interesting glimpses into how films are made and how unexpected moments can leave a lasting impact on the stories we love. In the end, it's the combination of talent, spontaneity, and even mistakes that contribute to the magic of movie making, reminding us of the human side of the process. Executives at Warner Brothers didn't favor the final cut of the film. They made edits and reduced the marketing budget. George Lucas, in his directorial debut, included a trailer from a 1939 Saturday morning serial, Tragedy on Saturn, Chapter 2 of Buck Rogers, before the movie. He aimed to juxtapose the swashbuckling Rogers in the 25th century with the bleak atmosphere of his debut, highlighting their shared resilience as ordinary humans. The homage to classic science fiction stories from Lucas's youth was evident, with Buck Rogers serving as a significant influence on his later work, including Star Wars. The voiceover was tweaked to reference Buck Rogers, now adventuring in the amazing world of the 20th century. Additionally, this marked the first film for Francis Ford Coppola's American Zoetrope.